A wild scheme that's truly out of the box.
It was completely insane, but nothing was going to stop him.
A car maker's dream to rule the skies.
This man believed that everyone might own their own airplane.
And desperate miners trapped underground.
They must have felt absolute terror that their worst fears had been realized.
These are the mysteries at the museum.
London, England. This capital city is home to a wealth of cultural and architectural attractions, including Buckingham Palace, Madame Tussauds, and Tower Bridge. But amid these famous sights is a lesser-known institution, the Postal Museum. Here, visitors can find a collection of Britain's famous red mailboxes, a 1930s postal car, and a 5-wheeled bicycle specifically designed to transport mail. But among these time-worn tools of the postal trade is one item that holds a bizarre secret.
It is hollow and has removable lids. Inside, there are 3 yellow leather straps because it was designed for one very strange purpose.
Although it looks innocuous, a box like this one was used to make one of the strangest deliveries the world has ever seen.
To say this was regular mail would be an understatement.
What unexpected cargo did this wooden crate contain? Spring 1964, Adelaide, Australia. 22-year-old Reg Spiers is a rising star of track and field. After winning the national championships for javelin throwing, he decides to head to London to enter competition for the 1964 Olympic Games in Tokyo.
The hope was that he would get this big throw out, which would see him qualify for the Olympic Games and represent Australia.
But things don't go quite as planned, and Reg fails to make the cut. With his funds running dangerously low, Reg decides to pack it up and return to his family in Australia.
He didn't get that elusive sort of throw that he was after, and that was his main purpose for coming out to England.
But when Reg shows up at the airport and reaches for his wallet to pay for his ticket, he can't believe it. His wallet has been stolen. And with his wallet gone, Reg finds himself in a real bind.
And Reg didn't open a bank account. Everything he earned cash. All of his savings were stolen. He'd just been keeping them all in his wallet.
It's 1964 in London. 22-year-old Reg Spiers is a hard-working airport baggage handler from Adelaide, Australia.
Reg Spiers was someone who had a really can-do, positive attitude, and he lived every day like it was his last.
In October, Reg receives some exciting news from back home. His brother is getting married.
He wanted to be at his brother's wedding.
But the spirited Aussie has a problem. He doesn't have enough money for a plane ticket to fly from England to Down Under.
Reg was pretty much penniless. He was stuck.
Reg resigns himself to having to miss his brother's wedding. But one day at work, he notices something that could help him get to Oz for free.
Reg saw that air freight could be sent cash on delivery, which meant there would be nothing to pay until the package got to the other end.
Then inspiration strikes. Reg thinks he might be able to mail himself home. But it won't be easy. The 13,000-mile flight includes stopovers in Paris, India, and Singapore. And with every stop, the risk of Reg being detected by ground crews increases. And if he's caught, he could face jail time.
It was completely insane, but he was hell-bent. Nothing was going to stop him.
With the help of a friend, Reg builds a very special box that's suited for such a long and unusual journey. The men attach leather straps for Reg to hold on to in case the crate gets bounced around during the flight. They design the box so that it can be opened from the inside to allow Reg to let himself out when he needs to use the bathroom. And they even stocked the crate with a backpack full of food and supplies, including 2 essential items.
He had 2 bottles, one for drinking and one for peeing. He didn't want to mix those up.
On October 17th, Reg is ready to go. He addresses his box to a fictitious Australian shoe company, and then he climbs inside. Reg's friend takes the unusual cargo to Heathrow. There, airport personnel accept the crate without a second thought and load it onto the plane. Reg braces himself inside the cramped box as the plane takes off. Finally, when the aircraft reaches cruising altitude, the stowaway decides he can relax.
Reg got out of the box. Nature was calling.
Reg relieves himself in an empty container. Realizing the aircraft is making its descent toward Paris, he quickly gets back inside his crate. Reg knows he's one step closer to completing his epic journey. But as the plane rolls down the tarmac, Reg has a flash of panic. He's left his container of urine on the outside of the box.
Reg thought he was going to be discovered.
Suddenly, Reg hears the cargo door open. He listens in fear as baggage handlers enter the hold. If they spot the bottle, it might be a dead giveaway that something suspicious is afoot.
Instead of being sent to Australia, Reg was inches away from being sent to jail.
It's 1964. An eccentric Australian, Reg Spiers, has a problem. His brother is getting married back in Australia, and Reg doesn't have enough money to buy a plane ticket to attend. So he comes up with a crazy scheme. Ship himself down under in a crate. So what will happen to this special delivery?
Reg holds his breath as the Parisian baggage handlers move through the plane's cargo hold.
The baggage handlers were making their way closer and closer to Reg. He's thinking, this is it.
Sure enough, the men approach Reg's crate and spot the container. But then, they start to laugh.
The baggage handlers thought that the English had left this can of pee on the outside of the box and that it was a prank.
The men collect a few packages and take them off the plane. Reg breathes a sigh of relief. 63 claustrophobic hours later, Reg arrives in Australia and slips out of his box, free of charge. After sneaking past custom officials, he returns to his family in Adelaide.
Reg never had any regrets. He was someone who lived for the moment, and for him that was what made life so exciting.
Today, this box, an exact replica of Reg Spiers' shipping container, is on display at the Postal Museum in London. It's a whimsical reminder of a man who truly thought outside the box.